Hey everybody, my name is Cannon Allen. I'm here to talk about my culture, which is skiing slash snowboarding. I'm a snowboarder, so I'll be going in more depth about snowboarding. But basically, what I wanted to start out with is that climate change is a huge deal with the snowboarding ski community because many resorts are losing a lot of their annual snowfall. And even in best case scenarios, the Alps 4,000 glaciers will lose half their ice by 2050. Um, this is a um, this is a statistic that is from National Geographic, um, and it's a huge deal because that will mean that many resorts and different places where people might go ski or snowboard will potentially be gone by the near future, which is really threatening towards this my culture. So if I were to have to say, my culture is probably collectivist, where it's really tight knit and you make it's a lot about respecting people that are better than you or people that have invented the sport or like different tricks, like people have high respect for them, and that's pretty much universal around any board sport. Is a lot of respect goes to those riders that have been doing it for a while. But originally snowboarding was invented in 1965 by this guy named Tom Sims, who basically just stuck two skis together and put a rope for his little girls, and it was just kind of like a little surfer for the snow, if you want to call it that. And then later on, it was developed, and people started putting bindings on it. The first bindings were invented in the late 70s by this guy named Jake Burton Carpenter, who actually founded Burton Snowboards. And then people started to develop different boards and like board styles. So there was different like cambers, which is basically how the board is shaped in comparison with the ground. So like when you see a board, it's kind of just this vertical piece of plastic or wood, and basically you can have like boards that go down like this or that kind of go up and give it more of like a pop. But yeah, and so here's actually my board. Um, not right now, but this is one of my first boards. If you can see that, okay. Um, I got this when I was around 10 years old, and I was super into Star Wars. You can see it right there. But I got this. I even asked specifically to my dad. I was like, I really want a Star Wars board, and this has my favorite character from Star Wars when I was a kid, Darth Maul. But yeah, I got this board when I was 10. It was like my second board. And I think I got it for Christmas, as well as a jacket and some pants. But if you see on this board, it's a rocker. So basically, it's very slight and like gradual, so you can't really tell unless you really look at the board and you know what you're looking for. But it has a rocker camber, so it goes like this. So like the board, is gonna like surf on the pow on the snow more or less. But yeah, so like I was saying, some of the jargon or words that people use, it's not as like there's definitely border words that people use like shred and like stuff like that. I don't really use that, but more like the specific terms that I would say is like there's powder, which is basically when you get a lot of snow and it's more like you're floating through the snow. So yeah, you could say there's some jargon there, but then there's these things called moguls, which are made by skiers when they're going side to side, and it creates little like hills in the run. There's also different names for like the difficulty of a run. So you got black diamonds, which are one of the hardest. That's really just how vertical the run would be. blue squares, green circles, like easy stuff, and it just gets progressively harder, like double black diamond, triple. And then yeah, so the cambers. So the one that I went over was rocker, and then I would say that there's positive camber. So this is reverse camber rocker. Positive camber is basically the other way around, where it goes like that kind of, and that just gives you more pop with the board. And then there's like different hybrid cambers, so that have like a mixture of the two. So cambered underfoot and then like rocker in the middle or something like that. And then I think that this artifact personally would probably communicate that I'm a little kid riding that more cares about how my board looks than actually riding. And a little bit more about this is like I got a lot of stickers, as you can see. This one was my dad's old company when I was a kid, so I'd sticker on my board and stuff. But then this is another company by one of my dad's friends. But yeah, I think that this artifact is, it's small, so it's a pretty cool board though. As a kid, I don't really what your artifact would communicate is how good you would be, so to other people, you gain more respect the better you are. So I would think that some of the stereotypes people say about snowboarders is like, oh, they're just some kid living with their parents that just is all about down to earth, I guess, kind of people that don't really care about like jobs or anything, don't take things seriously, and don't care if they get hurt. But I'd think that I don't think there's definitely some people that are like that, but majority of people are just because are more like put together, because when you think about it, like getting a ski lift ticket, it costs some money, and if you're gonna go do that, you either have to be dedicated or you have to be well off in a way. But I think that a lot of the snowboarders I've met, especially younger ones, are people aspiring to be like successful in any like business field, and I think that it's just something fun that you can do to get your mind off things, or it's a good way to like meet people in your community. And yeah, I think it's a really good I don't know if you would say sport, but yeah, it's definitely a good hobby or something like that you can meet new people and gain friends. And I think that you can meet people from all over, but as they all have a shared interest that makes them successful in some sort of way. But yeah, thank you guys for listening to my presentation, and let me know if you have any questions. Snowboarding is super fun, and if you have any questions on how to get started or anything like that, I'll be open to any questions in the comments. Thank you guys.